What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of What's in the Box Trek, an extremely delayed episode, and I apologize for that. I had a lot going on over the past couple days, but we're going to talk about this Clippers game because we still got to talk about the game no matter what happens, and we got to talk about that San Antonio game next. So if you like these reviews, then you are able to wait for them. Again, I apologize. And also for my people on Instagram, whatever's happening with Facebook and their uploading system, I don't know. But I'm incapable of uploading things to Instagram. So the best thing that you can do is either go to facebook.com/TrekLifeMusic or youtube.com/TrekLifeMusic to see these videos. So let's get into this loss. Um, so look, this one is very simple. You're not really going to beat very many teams that shoot 50% from the 3-point line on almost 43s. I mean, that's basically, I think the Clippers ended up with 57 points in 3-pointers, and aside from some excellent defense that the Clippers played, it's hard to beat a team when they're shooting that well. Now the Lakers did follow up with a pretty good shooting effort, especially 9 threes from LeBron. But again, you're just not going to beat a lot of teams like that are shooting that well. The Lakers lost this game. Clippers 133, Lakers 115. Lakers did actually outpace the Clippers 95 attempts, but the Clippers did shoot 60%. So what that tells you is, look, when you're shooting that well, you don't need as many shots. You're not going to take as many shots. The Lakers shooting 44%, probably needed a few more shots when it all comes down to it. Field goal percentages, again, 60% to 44%. That's great defense on the Clippers, and they basically stopped everybody else and allowed LeBron to go off. Now, again, the Clippers shot 50% on 38 threes. That is, I challenge anyone. If the Lakers play the Clippers for 10 straight games in a row, I challenge them to shoot 50% on almost 43s for the rest of those games. I don't think it'll ever happen again against the Lakers. A lot of those threes were contested in spite of what all the news coverage said. The Lakers didn't shoot too bad themselves. They shot 40% on 43s. LeBron did the bulk of that with 9 of 14. Again, the Lakers not really primarily a three-point shooting team, so a lot of those threes were to get back in the game. And I would actually say that when a team shoots that well, it's hard to believe that they even got that close. When you look at I mean, they didn't get really close, but they got it to 10 points in the fourth quarter. This Clipper team is probably a little smarter than that Portland team, where they're not going to just gun threes when they're up by a dub. They're going to actually go to the basket, get fouls, etc. Speaking of fouls, the Clippers did shoot 80% on 15 free throws. The Lakers actually got to the line, 24 free throws. Russ got to figure this free throw thing out. It's really ridiculous at this point. Lakers shot 62%, leaving a couple of free throws hanging. I don't think that's the difference in the game. I think the biggest difference in the game are kind of the next two stats that we'll go over, which is rebounds. The Clippers didn't need a lot of rebounds, right? Or didn't allow a lot of rebounds for the Lakers. So 32 rebounds for the Lakers, 9 offensive rebounds, leading to 17 second chance points. So I'm okay with second chance points for the Lakers, only 7 for the Clippers, but they didn't really need them. So the Clippers still out-rebounded the Lakers 47-32, but again, shooting 60%. How many defensive rebounds remained for the Lakers when it all comes down to it? The Clippers shot well, played defense well, and basically beat the Lakers pretty handily when it all comes down to it. Turnovers, the Lakers did control their turnovers. They gave up 13 points off of 7 turnovers. The Clippers, 15 turnovers forced by the Lakers for 16 points. A lot of that was in the fourth quarter during that comeback. All that said, an unpopular opinion, I know it's going to be an unpopular opinion. First of all, excellent job by the Clippers. Excellent build by the Clippers. When the Clippers are healthy, they are a difficult team to beat. I know that there's a lot of talk back and forth about whether it's a rivalry or not, or who's better, who's not, or whether the Lakers are this or that. I don't particularly care about that. I'm probably a little older than some of you, maybe in the same age range. I've imagined that at some point there's going to be a turnaround. If there's a domination for 40 plus years or 30 plus years, at some point the other team's going to be better for a while, right? So I would run this back, and I would bet that they wouldn't shoot 50% from 3, making this a much closer game, right? The defense for the other Clippers is what really deserves the credit here, outside of the shooting, right? The defense of the Lakers was actually pretty good when you look at statistically shots challenged. Just the Clippers made better shots. Clippers had better size. This was prior to the Hachimura trade. So that Hachimura trade actually kind of changes a little bit when you face the Clippers because now you can have Troy Brown Jr., LeBron Hachimura, AD all in the game at once, giving you some size and possibly using Dennis Schroeder or Russ or Pat Bev to chase around Reggie Jackson or John Wall. And if they try to switch out and go small, then you have two guards that can handle that. So I think the Lakers are in a good position as far as size goes, and with that trade. With all that being said, I would be down to run this game back, and I would expect a different result, a win. That's arguable, but we're getting closer and closer to where those wins have to happen. I think we face the Clippers one more time this season, if not two. The Lakers got to start winning these games against the better teams in the conference. We'll see what happens after this trade and getting AD back and the ramp up for AD. But like I said, we're at that point. Game 52 is where I'm going to push the stop button and say, you got 30 games left. You got to. It needs to be a dramatic change. The Lakers need a +5 run, meaning the Lakers gave up 5 games in the beginning of the season, right? They're behind 500 by 3 games. They got to face Boston. They got to face, I believe, the Knicks and the Pelicans next. I'm not sure if it's in that order, but that's who they face next. You kind of need all 3 games. At this point, the Lakers are going to need like a 6 to 8 game winning streak in order to make up for the 5 to 10 games basically the 8 games they spotted the league early in the season when they were 2-10 or 0-5. So that's really the next kind of groundbreaking run. Now, will they make it against better teams like Boston or the Clippers or shoot the Knicks? I think the easier the games when it comes down to it, it's probably the New Orleans game, depending upon health, etc. I think they play the Nets in there, so that might be an easier game because Kevin Durant isn't healthy. But you got to go on like a 5 or 6 game winning streak starting from this point. 3 game winning streak does you well, puts you back at 500, but you need to get to the plus at this point in order to be contending for that 4 through 6 spot, right? The play-in is dangerous because anything can happen, but I'm expecting the Lakers to go on this run. At some point, the Lakers are going to have to go on this run, and that'll be the easiest way to kind of clear that bad taste of that first 10 to 12 games out of the fans' mouths. I like where the Lakers are, if anybody wants to ask, and this is how I felt exactly after the loss, although I'm kind of recreating my opinion here. But I like where the Lakers are. I like everything that they're working on. I just need that winning streak to kind of kick in so that the Lakers are actually above 500. And I don't think you're going to fall in that 6th spot at 500. I think you're going to need to be at least 2 to 3 games above 500 to get that 6th spot. So Lakers got to get there. I will talk to y'all next. I'm about to record this next video pretty much immediately. So thank y'all for tuning in. This is What's in the Box Track. Big win for the Clippers. Big win for their fan base. Kind of a measuring stick game for the Lakers prior to the trade. So now we got to see how they play after this trade. Peace.